right, let's crush another Mtel question. This one says, if x and y are whole numbers whose greatest common factor is 3, which of the following expressions is the least common denominator for 2 over x plus 5 over y? The main terms in this question are greatest common factor and least common denominator. We have to understand what those two terms mean. So the greatest common factor of two numbers is the biggest number that multiplies into both of those numbers. So let's use 6 and 9 as examples here. So what is the greatest common factor of 6 and 9? Well, 6 itself doesn't go into 9, but if we factor these numbers, we get 3 and 2 for 6, and we get 3 and 3 for 9. So we're looking for the greatest common factor. Well, they both have 3 in common, and that's the only thing they have in common after we factor them. So the greatest common factor for 6 and 9 is 3. That's what we call the GCF, the greatest common factor. To find the lowest common multiple of 6 and 9, we would factor them similarly. We get 3 and 2 and 3 and 3. But then we want to multiply the factors for this. If there are no factors in common, you just multiply all the factors, and then the lowest common multiple is just the two numbers multiplied together. But if we do have a common factor, we multiply all the factors that aren't in common. So just 2 times 3, so it would be 2 times 3. And then we only multiply the factors that are in common once. So I'm going to multiply by 3 one more time because we have a common factor of 3. So whatever numbers you have circled, if we have them in common, we'll only include them once in our little multiplication thing here. So we got 1, 2, 1, 3, and then one more 3, which is the 3 that we have circled. So the lowest common multiple of 6 and 9 is 18. So just given this example, we can actually sort of tabulate what happened with our lowest common multiple. So since all of our answers have some element of xy in them, let's multiply x times y and see what that gives us. So in our example, I was using 6 and 9. So let's just do, so 6 times 9 is 54. But our LCM, our lowest common denominator that we got, is 18. And 18 is 54 divided by 3, which is x times y divided by 3. So that answer would be C. And what this is telling us is that the lowest common denominator is always the two denominators multiplied together divided by the greatest common factor, which in this case was 3. So it's xy divided by 3 to find the lowest common denominator.